What's up, you guys? Trevor here. I can't get a credit card until I'm 18. I hear this all the time, and today I'm going to show you exactly how you can get a credit card when you're under 18. But first, I'm going to ask you to smash that like button. It's important to start using a credit card as soon as you reasonably can. Basically, if you have any sort of job or money coming in, you should probably be using a credit card. Not only will opening a credit card early help you get better interest rates, but it's also important that you understand this credit card stuff before you get older, as it can give you a huge advantage later in life. Now, the first way you can get started building your credit when you're under 18 is to have your parents add your name to their credit card as a secondary user. This is a great place to start if you don't have a job or any money coming in yet, because you can't go around spending money that you don't have, but you're still building your credit score. Now, the drawback to doing this is that if your parents don't have good credit, you won't have good credit either. This goes for missed payments too. If they miss a payment, it's as if you missed a payment, and that will show up negatively on your credit score. If they ever come into any financial troubles, your credit score will go down with their credit score. The good news is, if they know the financial problems are coming ahead of time, they can just go ahead and take your name off their credit card, and it won't affect your credit score at all. Now, enough with the bad stuff. Let's talk about the benefits. If your parents add your name to their credit card, it will increase your average credit history by quite a bit. This will boost your credit score, and you'll be more likely to get qualified for a real credit card when the time comes, as opposed to a secured credit card, which is more of a hybrid between a credit card and a debit card. Now, if you're under 18, you have a job, and you're making some money, I recommend that you get a secured credit card in your parents' name with you as an authorized user. This will mean that you'll have to put down at least $200 in order to get the card, but you'll get it back after about 6 months. This is good news though. It's showing your parents and the credit card companies that you're taking this stuff seriously. Because if you don't pay your credit card bill, they'll just take it out of the $200 you already gave them. But we all know that won't happen, because if you're still watching this video, you're probably responsible enough to manage paying your credit card bill at least once a month. Now, not all credit card companies will allow you, being under 18, to be an authorized user on their credit card. Some have higher age limits than others, and it's important to Google search or call the credit card company to see if they let you use their credit card at your age. But to make it a little easier on you, I have a list of a few credit cards that have a low or no age limit. The first is Discover with their Discover It credit card. It has an age limit of 15 or older, and honestly, this is one of my favorite credit cards on this list. And I personally use this card as my primary credit card. It has an easy-to-use app and gives you 2% cash back whenever you buy something. So basically, it's like getting 2% off everything you buy. The link for this is in the description. But if you want $50 off your first bill, leave a comment and I'll send you my affiliate link. Next up is the Capital One Quicksilver. It doesn't have any age limit on it, and it gives you 1.5% cash back. This isn't as good as the Discover It card's 2% cash back, but it's still a great card with an easy-to-use app. The link for the Capital One Quicksilver card is in the description. For the third card, we have the Chase Freedom Unlimited. There is no minimum age on this credit card, and it offers 1.5% cash back, and it has a really easy-to-use app. However, Chase doesn't like giving credit cards to people that don't already use their bank. So if your parents don't use Chase Bank, it's probably a no-go. The link for this card will be in the description. Now let's talk about how to properly use your credit card. You should always pay your credit card off on time and never leave anything on your balance from month to month. This is crucial in making sure your credit score goes up. If you don't pay it off in full, not only will it affect your credit score, it'll affect your parents' credit score too. And I doubt that'll go over very well. But as long as you pay it off when you're supposed to, it won't be a problem. Also, most credit cards have a grace period that'll allow you to pay your credit card off. Most of the time it's around 30 days after the bill is due. Now, the next tip to getting a good credit score is don't spend more money than you have. If you only have $50, don't spend more than $50. This removes the risk of spending more than what you have and getting into credit card debt. When you first get your credit card, you might be tempted to use it right away on anything you can. Well, don't. Only use your credit card like it's real cash, and only on things you were going to buy anyway. Don't go off spending more money than usual just because it's fun or easy. If you find yourself having a hard time not spending too much, then I would recommend only using it for gas or some other type of reoccurring payment, like Netflix, Spotify, or Apple Music, or anything that guarantees that you'll spend money on the card in a structured way. But I'm sure you're responsible enough to follow these tips and keep the credit card companies and your parents happy. Now, when it comes to paying off your credit card, it takes two things. One is remembering when your bill is due every month. I know it's easier just to try and remember the day every month, But if you're like any other person in the world, you'll eventually forget. To make sure you never forget, I recommend setting an alarm or an alert on your phone's calendar for your bill date. This way, when you inevitably forget your due date, your phone will remind you. Because doing it doesn't hurt to set up, and it could really save you big time. Also, with most credit cards, you can request to change the bill due date in their app. If you're having trouble finding it, you can always contact their customer support. Now, I know that Discover's customer support is really good, and it's really easy to get a hold of a real person to talk about changing your due date. Now, the second thing you need to pay off your credit card is a bank account. Now, because you're under 18, you'll have to get a student checking account. You'll probably want to get an account at the same bank your parents use. That way they can transfer you money easily in case of an emergency. Normal bank accounts have some fees that you have to pay for maintaining your account. But with a student account, most of the time those fees are waived, and you'll end up not having to pay anything to have a checking account. Once you get your bank account, you'll want to link it to your credit card app so you can pay your bill. So while you're at the bank, have them write down your routing number and account number. You can then link your bank account to your credit card app and pay your bills. If for some reason you're not able to get a checking account at your parents' bank, I recommend going with whatever small local bank in your area that has a banking app. That last part is very important because if you ever want to do anything with your money, you'll need an easy way to access it. Plus, seeing how much money you have while you're out is kind of necessary. If this all seems too complicated for you, I recommend rewatching the video a couple of times and get it to sink in. Also, you might want to check out some of my other videos to try and help you understand this stuff a little better. You'll have to learn it sooner or later anyway, so it's better to learn it now and get ahead. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. If you don't, leave a comment anyway. It helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you like these types of videos, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.